In this presentation, we will solve the 5 by 5 cube using the reduction method. We will do 3 steps. In the first step, we will solve the centers, in the second, the edges, and in the third, we will solve the cube like a 3x3. We start by solving the centers. Let's first solve the white center. First, we will solve the middle row. And to protect it, we will turn it into a column. Here we see the second column. As you can see, the white center is ready. Now we will build the yellow center. Opposite the white. Again, we start with the middle row, which we turn into a column so it does not interfere with the creation of the other columns. Here's the second column. To avoid confusion, we keep the white center on the right and the yellow center on the left, and we work on the middle layers. We already have the white and the yellow centers ready. We will continue with the blue center. We build the columns in the way we know. The blue center is here now ready. Now let's solve the orange center. Again, we will build the middle row, which we turn into a column. The second column is ready. The orange center is ready. Now we have to solve the last 2 centers, namely the green and the red. We solve the middle column of the green center. And we restore the centers. This one is ready. I place it next to it. And we reach the end. In this final position, there is 1 QB left here and 1 there, which we need to swap. Here we will use a 7-move algorithm. And this way all the centers are solved. Now let's move on to solving the edges. Here we will use a method known as free slice. The white layer will be on top and the yellow on the bottom. We will work on the right side. Here we have the blue-white, and here the blue-white. We notice that they have the same color in front, so I compare them. We perform a 3-move algorithm. The pairing is done. The centers get messed up, but that does not matter at this moment. I also find the third piece. I need to bring it from the other side so that it has the same color as these here. Now we can pair it again using the same algorithm. We go up, take it, go down and pair them. The solved column, now we move up to the top layer, the white, and we bring an unsolved one down and repeat the process. Here we have blue-red, so we need to change layers so that we have red-red. Again, the same procedure. We pair them and then store the solved edge on the top layer and bring an unsolved one down. Here we have red-yellow. And in fact, it comes with the same color. And we pair them. We look for the other piece. We turn the cube upside down. Here it is, but as it is, we cannot pair it. We need to move it from here so that we have yellow-yellow. We move the solved one up and bring an unsolved one down. As I said earlier, we do not care about the centers. They may temporarily look scrambled, but in the end, we will see that we will restore them very quickly. We see that it is orange-orange, so they pair. We look for the other one, we turn the cube upside down. Somewhere we will find it. Here it is. Here it comes with orange, and since here it is white, we cannot pair it on this side, so we will move it to the adjacent layer. We move the solved edge up. And we observe that the first layer, the white, we already have 4 edges solved and stored. They will stay here forever. Now I turn the cube upside down and we work with the yellow top layer. Let's take this piece here with white and green background. We find its pair and pair them. This white-green piece located down here, we bring it up and bring another edge down. This must be done carefully so as not to mess up the solved edges. Now I bring it here, facing the white side, and pair them. We move the solved edge up and store it on the yellow side. Now we continue with white and red. This is ready here and we pair it. The other one is here, but we cannot pair them because it is white with red. We turn it to the other side so that we have white, white, and pair them. We store the solved edge on top and bring an unsolved one down. Here we have orange-blue. We move it twice so that we can pair them. And the other one is here. We can pair them. We move the solved edge up and bring an unsolved one down. Here we have green-red. Its pair will be somewhere nearby. We find the other one. Here it is. Now, care is needed. First, we bring this one up while bringing an unsolved edge down so that we can apply the same method. We move the solved edge up and bring an unsolved one down. Now we see that we have solved a total of 8 edges and stored them 4 on the top layer and 4 on the other layer. We easily restore the centers. Now we have to solve the 4 edges in the middle layers. We will solve them with a 7-move algorithm called the flip algorithm. So we select these two with the colors blue-yellow. The third piece is here. We can rotate the layer and bring it here. Indeed, this position is the pairing position. Look at the middle piece. It has yellow in front, and the other also has yellow in front and is in a diagonal position. This is the ideal position to pair them. We will bring this one down. We make a preliminary move with the double layer. Now we apply the 7-move algorithm. And restore the double layer back. The edge is now ready without disturbing anything, neither on the top nor bottom. Now we go to the green side. Here we have orange-green, the same, and here orange-green, and indeed they are in diagonal position. So this piece, we can bring it down here again in the same way. I rotate the bottom layer and execute the flip algorithm. We see that they paired. Now we find the other orange-green. I make a rotation to align the pieces on the same layer. This is allowed since the centers are fine. I now notice that here it is orange, while here it is green, so they cannot pair. We need to flip this edge, and we will use the flip algorithm. So this piece goes down with reversed colors. So we flip only this edge. We see that it came down with the colors we want. Green, green, and we execute the flip algorithm. We restore the centers, and the edge is solved. So now we have 2 edges solved in the middle layers and 2 unsolved. Now we have 2 paired pieces with orange-yellow. The third piece does not match because here we have orange. We need to flip this edge with the flip algorithm. Now we can pair them. This one will go down here and then here. We rotate the layer and flip. Then we restore the centers, and thus we now have 3 edges solved. We see, however, that by chance the 4th edge also got solved. This happens rarely. In reality, the last remaining column will usually have this pattern. This is a difficult case, and to solve it, a special 17-move algorithm is required. We will execute it carefully. Let's begin then. We always rotate the double layers because this makes rotations easier. We see the edges solved. This was the hardest case. Now the cube has been reduced to a 3 on a 3. We will solve it using the simple method called LBL. We start by making the white cross first. The white cross is ready. Now we solve the 4 white corners. The procedure is well known. It is mainly for beginner solvers and does not require many details. We see here that the first layer is solved. We now turn the cube upside down to solve the middle layers. Here we will use 2 known 8-move algorithms, one for the left side and one for the right. These algorithms are very well known and easy to execute. So we see that the 4 bottom layer edges are solved, and the last layer, which also has the most difficult solution. We will first make the yellow cross. We will use a well-known algorithm, the one you see on the screen. It has 6 moves and is very easy to execute. We will perform it once, twice, or even 3 times, depending on the pattern on the yellow face. The yellow cross is now ready. Now we will orient the corners. There are special algorithms that do this job, but there are many cases and we would need to remember at least 10 different algorithms. Here we will show that this can be done using only the well-known algorithm soon. The only difference is that we may need to execute it more than once. In this pattern, where the 4 yellow corners on top do not have the yellow sticker, we hold the cube so that in the upper left corner and on the side there is a yellow sticker. So we hold it with the yellow sticker on the side as mentioned and execute it the first time. We see that a yellow sticker appeared on one corner. We keep this one on the left. And we execute soon one more time. As we see, all the yellow stickers are now on top. The next step is to permute the 4 corners into their correct positions. Here are the same colors, so these 2 corners are correct. Now we need to swap the positions of these 2 corners. This will be done with the following algorithm. We see that the 4 corners are now in the correct position. We can tell by looking at the colors on the sides. Now the last step remains to permute the edges into their correct positions. This edge is ready, so we need to cycle the other 3 edges. For this task, there are 2 algorithms. One cycles clockwise, and the other cycles counterclockwise. Here we will use one and execute it twice. We execute it once. The edges are not in their positions, so we need to execute it one more time. Now we see that everything is correct. I wish you good study. Goodbye.